I have taken a simple cylinder. Let us create a hand model, basic hand model. Okay. So I'm not going to do much of detailing for the modeling part. So our major focus is to do hand rigging. Shoulder, elbow, forearm. Okay. It's like this. So what I'll do, I'm gonna select this side vertex. Shoulder, elbow, I would like to reduce here and little backside. And this is something like this for the hand part. Like quite simple. In a very simpler way we are doing it. Okay. And I select these faces, deselect these faces. So I'm selecting these faces. I'm gonna delete this. I need to open this side. I need bit of open this side. And here I would like to add a mesh. Insert edge loop and add a mesh here. It's okay. Then later Okay, I have just done a basic, hand part. This I haven't created any fingers. So assume there is a gloves. Let's go like that. Okay. So now what I'll do now, once the model is done, the first work is um, okay. The first work is make sure the transformation of freeze, modify freeze transform, then center pivot, name it. Okay. Select the model. Okay. Now here there, a bend is gonna come, right? You're gonna bend or rotate the wrist part. Make sure there are three mesh here, and here have here one for the elbow part, and here you have one for the shoulder part. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, so after this, okay, let me have one more here. Okay, okay, it's like this. Okay, got it. Any doubts are there here? No doubts, clear?
No, sir.
Fine. This is shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingers. So now I'm keeping this in a layer and reference mode or template mode. Okay. So now go to top view. Okay. In top view, the model has to be rotated like this. I'll just select the model. In the top view, let it be like this. The hand model be like this. Okay. So modify freeze transform, edit, delete by type history. I'm selecting this, the template mode. Okay. So I'm in top view now. You have to create joints using top view. So now come to rigging, go to skeleton, create joints. One in the shoulder. The first joint has to be shoulder, then elbow, then forearm here, then here. It should be palm. Then after that, it will go to fingers. Anyhow, I'm not going to create this. That you will learn in advanced rigging. So I'll just create palm and assume this one joint controls entire finger and enter. See, that's how it is. Got it? In the perspective, it looks like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So make sure this is exactly in the center of the model. The joints are placed exactly in the center of the model, that you have to see. Make sure it is not moving here and there. Okay. So that's the reason I have asked you guys to create in the top view. So now naming. Naming is mandatory. This is which joint? Shoulder joint. Shoulder. This one is
elbow,
elbow. Then, okay. Actually, we missed to add one joint. See, from elbow to wrist, there is a forearm. You observe our forearm, it won't move, but it will rotate. You rotate your forearm, you rotate your wrist. You can see the forearm to elbow, there is a rotation. So you need a joint there. So I would like to add one extra joint, that is insert joint. Insert. There is, if I want to add something extra joint in middle, so that's insert. I'll click on insert. So what I'll do, I have to show from where to where I'm inserting. From here to here, I'm inserting. Understood what I did?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll show you again. Go to skeleton, insert. From here, I want here. Means I want this has to be parent for the joint which I'm going to create here. Click, drag. So this is a forearm. Okay, enter. Now this is a shoulder. So this is the elbow. Now this is the forearm. Forearm. And this is wrist. And this is palm. And these are fingers. Okay, done. Any doubts? I'll come to perspective now. So after this, select this joint, this particular joint, shoulder joint, right click, hierarchy, select hierarchy. This is also mandatory after creating joint. Select this joint, right click, hierarchy. See, select this, right click, hierarchy. For example, after hierarchy, go to modify, freeze, transform. This is the next step. You need to freeze the joints transformation. Okay, got it? Now naming it.
Yes, sir.
So how do we bend our hand? Like you just stretch your hand, then you bend. You can see there will be a cut in the elbow. Then later you can see wrist. Your wrist will bend, your elbow will bend. These are the two things. So for this, there are two types of animation rig we can do for hand. One is FK, that is forward kinematics. Another is IK, that is inward kinematic. Okay, let us do IK first. So go to skeleton, create IK handle option box. Now this is, take RP, rotate plane solver. From shoulder, click on shoulder joint, then wrist joint. From shoulder to wrist, you have to select. Not from shoulder to elbow or forearm. It is from shoulder to wrist. Okay, it's like this. Getting? Now select this IK handle. Now if you see, if I move this, automatically it goes like this, and you get a bend here. You get a bend in the elbow part and you get a bend in the forearm part. That we can avoid. Bend in the forearm part, definitely we need to avoid. Okay. Now see, you are getting an output like this, right? Got it?
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
when you do this position, Control Z, go back to this position again. Okay. So after this, what we have to do, select the forearm joint, go to attribute editor. Select the forearm joint, go to attribute editor. In the attribute editor, under joint, under this joint, there is something called stiffness. Stiffness. Stiffness, you make 2, 2, and 2. XYZ of stiffness, you make it 2, 2, 2. Okay? Understood?
Yes.
Now select this IK handle. Okay. Now when I move this is not bending. See, it's not bending. The forearm is not bending. Obviously, when we bend our, when we bring our wrist to closer to our chest, when elbow bends, not our forearm. Forearm doesn't bend, right? Okay. So got it now up to here.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So next is I'm gonna create a curve. Go to curves, create a circle, and I'm in perspective view. I need to rotate this like this. Make this 90. And V is snap to point. V is snap to point. Hold V. Bring this to the center of this joint. Got it? How to do? Let's say I have created a curve. Hold V and middle click here. Automatically, the curve will automatically come to the center of this particular joint. Okay. So then what happens? So this will become our controller. this becomes our controller. Okay. Now what I'll do, I select this curve, go to modify. First is freeze transform. I select the curve. First you freeze transform this. This is hand control. This is hand controller. I named it as hand controller. Okay. There are certain extra options which we are gonna see. Those are called constraints. I'll explain regarding constraints in advanced session. Now, only for rigging purpose, you just learn this. I'll tell you how to do. So what I want is the logic here. It's all logical. When I move this curve, I want my IK handle to move along with the curve. Okay. So I don't want to do parenting for the IK handle. And another thing, when my joint moves, when this particular wrist joint moves, I want this curve to move along with the wrist joint. So it's an interlinked connection. I'll tell you. When my joint moves, so wherever this IK handle goes, the joint will go. First logic. Second logic, when my joint moves, I want my curve to move along with the joint. This is the second logic. The first logic is when the IK handle moves, my joint is moving. When my joint moves, okay, manually, like I don't select my joint and I move, okay. When the joint moves, I want this curve to move along with that. So it's simple. Select the, okay, let's do the constraint part first. So constraint is like this. Select the joint, select the curve. You have in rigging, you have constraints. So there are 5 different type of constraints: parent constraint, point constraint, orient constraint, scale, and aim. You have another thing called pole vector. So I'll explain you pole vector. Pole vector also we need. Pole vector is used for elbows and knee part. Okay. So why we use for only elbow, or why we use for knee part? I'll explain you that separately. Now, point constraint, it works only for the translate, means it controls the translate. You can see this translate XYZ, right? Point constraint controls the translate of an object. Okay. Orient constraint controls the rotation of an object. Scale constraint controls the scale of an object. Aim constraint is something like, assume a bee, honeybee. Honeybee is flying in front of you. Okay. And you are looking at honeybee. Wherever honeybee goes, you are not changing your position. You are not rotating your head or neck. Okay. But your eyes are moving. Moving in the sense, assume your eyes to honeybee, there is a straight line which you are looking at honeybee. Wherever honeybee goes, your eyes is just, moving here and there. That's an aim constraint. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, that
Yes.
parent constraint is it controls, parent constraint controls translate and rotate both. Okay, you have to refer this video again and make a note very clearly. Point is for translate, point constraint controls translate, orient for rotation, scale for scale, parent is for translate and rotation, aim is for simple aim. Pole vector is for, especially pole vector is also another type of constraint wherein it controls the position or the movement of elbow and knee part. Okay. So now what I want to do is select the IK handle and select the curve, go to constraint, go to point constraint option box. You have to go to point constraint option box. Don't select like this. You have to go to option box, turn on maintain offset. Here maintain offset is there. You have to turn on. Okay. Maintain offset, you have to turn on, then add. Once you add, what happens? Okay, I think selection is a bit wrong here. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. Okay, got it. So the selection is like this. Earlier what we did, we selected the handle and the curve, right? First you select the curve. It's like this. First you select the curve, select the IK handle. You have to select the controller first, then the target, that is IK handle. Go to constraint, point constraint, turn on, maintain, offset, add. Okay. So now see, when I select the curve, automatically my IK handle moves. Okay. Got it? See, it moves. Then I want this. Okay, I think select this curve next. Next point. I want the curve to be child of this particular wrist joint. Select the curve. Select this wrist joint P. P for parenting. Select the curve. Select the wrist joint parent. So for example, whenever my curve goes, joint goes, parent also, like that also go. Okay, I think that is for FK. Okay, don't do parenting. That is a FK rigging. We are doing only IK. Don't parent this curve to this. Okay, so only select this and select this. Do only IK handle. Okay. Okay, I think this is fine. So then what I'll do, I would like to create another curve. Okay, here, and I'm gonna rotate this in this way, and I would like to create some shape using this circle. Go to control vertex. I'm selecting these 4 different vertex. Okay, and I'm just moving it like this. I'm just making it like this. Okay, for simple curve. Now I'm selecting this, modify center pivot. First I do modify center pivot. After that, I'm selecting this particular curve. V, snap to this particular joint, hold V and move to this particular this joint. Hold V here, this particular elbow joint. Okay, then I got it. Hold V, snap to the center of this elbow joint, then move exactly straight. Don't move in any direction. Move exactly straight. Okay. Now, after this, modify freeze transform. Without forgetting, you have to do freeze transform after that. Okay. Select this, edit, delete by type history as well. Now what I'll do, I'll name this particular circle as pole vector. This circle as pole vector. Okay. Now simple. Next, again, it is simple. Select the curve. Next step. Select the curve. Select this particular IK handle. Go to constraint, pole vector. Okay. When you do pole vector, what happens? From here to here, what length is there? Okay. So now when I move this, a bend is going to happen in elbow, right? Okay, that bend, the position of the bend is controlled by pole vector. We have given that particular action now. See what I'll do when you select this. So direction, where it is going to bend, it is going to bend on this particular direction. Now see, okay, I have, you do like this. Take your hand, you just rest, move it backside. Okay, it's like this. Now this pole vector. Okay, see, by moving the pole vector, you are moving the elbow. IK handle, this particular curve doesn't have that control, whereas that control has been given to pole vector. Okay, so now it is success. So what I'll do, I'm gonna scale XYZ, always it will be 1. This controller, any curves or anything you take, only translate XYZ, I make it 0. I make it 0. Okay, now it is in position. Now I'm selecting this. Okay, yeah, there's another thing which we need to do. That is select the curve, select the hand controller, group it directly. We should not do parenting. That's the mistake, which I did earlier. Select this, Control G, group. Okay, that group modify center pivot. That group is child of this joint. Shift select the curve, Control G, group, Control plus G, group. After grouping, modify center pivot. Now I have selected the group. You can see group 1 here. Then shift select this joint, P for parenting. Direct parenting we should not do. We have to group and do parenting. Then automatically my curve will be along with this joint. It should be. Yeah. Fine. See? Okay. Now see. Any doubts? So this completes hand IK rig. Okay. There's a lot of procedure to do this. If you follow the procedure, you definitely can achieve this this particular task. Okay. And in the industry, rigging artists are paid really high because it is so technical. Okay. So you can do a rigging. Understand the basic. You definitely can do. There won't, it's not that tough. Any doubts are there? Linde, Nati, Lindalwa. Any doubt?
No.
Okay. If you get doubts, refer the video and complete hand rigging. Share it by Monday, before Monday. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Have a good day. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.